Hello everyone, Trina here, and today on Wayne's show we went over some concepts regarding molecular mirrors and the way that our mind is processing consciousness. And this is a really it's a deep concept, and if you can grab a hold of it, it really helps you to understand and see how everything that is showing up in this reality is based on a system of reflections and interpretations that we are processing through our consciousness, then to the mind, and then through the mind the perception, and then through the perception we see it as reality. So all the science is leading to showing that we are actually the driving consciousness of the entire planet. So with that, we've been driven to a certain program and a certain way of thinking, a certain way of perceiving that's been given to us. We are just now starting to learn that we can actually put input into the system, and we can actually start creating as creators and affecting the systems that we live in. And I think this is what we're starting to see. And this was some of the information I wanted to read to you guys that I got back on 5/5/2016. And it was called Cloud Consciousness. And what they were showing me was a Metatronic super consciousness template that is cubed. Its cube construction is emanating from Saturn. And the Saturn construct is carbon-based, emanating 666. Now, this is all just information I'm receiving from my head, and it goes in different directions, and do with it what you want. Hopefully it'll help some of you put some pieces together, because this is kind of how my mind operates. It just starts throwing concepts at me, and then I have to digest them, and then they evolve or they fall away with new concepts. It's a process of constant evolution and learning. So I was shown that this construct was based upon the 666 integration carbon and phosphorus, and it created the six-pointed star, which was formed through two pyramids merging together, creating a new point of light, or a new base creation point. They showed me that the heart is the seal, and that seal is the magnetic force within the heart center of the body that takes our energy in and uses it for creation and emanates it out as starfire. And it funnels out this energy into the 3D dimension, into the shadow world. So we are locked into a geometric maze or a labyrinth. And then this overlay system is covering everything. I see this covering the entire solar system, especially our planets and our chakra system connection through all the planets that we know of, the visible planets. So this funneling was used to control our energy and our mental world. It was being used as a food source and an energy source to feed the system of shadows that do not have light. So the I in the binary processing center, the false I, the technological matrix I. This I, or this God, which is the God most people are worshiping with religion because they're based on this world, and anything of this world is not of the Father's kingdom, because his kingdom is not of this world. So we need to remember that. Within this construct, the I is the false God. It is connected directly to Saturn's cube. And Saturn, I believe, used to be our sun. And I believe that Saturn was locked into a grid, and it was manipulated. So Saturn is beautiful, but Saturn is, I think, being influenced. So, and like if you were hypnotized, you wouldn't know how to get out of the hypnotism, potentially. So maybe that's why we're here, is to help Saturn break its bond, break that power of the grid that it's under artificially, and return back to its organic vibration. That could cause trouble though, because Saturn potentially could have been our sun, and if it reignited to another sun, I don't know what would what would happen if that happened. So use discernment. Think about these things carefully because they really do have an effect on our world. So, but I do think that Saturn is in need of some energetic assistance from us to restore its organic vibration, because I think its vibration has been suppressed or harnessed somehow through some super high level technology. So that's just an intuition that I had when I was receiving this information, that something had happened to Saturn. So let's see, where was I? The worship of false idols and the belief in the shadow world is what binds you to it. So when you realize the false belief and return to the self or truth, you begin to use the true spiritual eye. The black cube matrix is what fractals the soul. It produces the cubes within the cubes, or the cells within the cells, both trapped into like a feedback loop. It creates a cage, the ultimate container, or also known as a Pandora's box. This field compresses the heart. That's why it hurts to come in. The pressure, the gravity, the density, the feeling of that going into the heart. I felt that, and I remember that experience, and it was brutal. It was unbelievable. It felt like we were being squished and compressed at an atomic level. I don't know how to explain it, but it's appropriate in its description to where they're saying it caged the light, because your light, it can go as far as the universe. It's huge because it can go out, it can expand, and it can contract. It's conscious. So with that, to put a whole bunch of your light into a cell, wow, that's a great explanation of what it felt like. And it was painful. So if that is all correct, it says, this is why it hurts so much to come in, the pressure of the force and compressing and condensing down your light. Once we entered into the physical vessel, we were sealed and cut off from true source. That's it. It's like I literally felt like a door being locked on the top of my head. It was like slammed shut. It was like chunk, and I was trapped in the body. So, and then everything went black. So our heart's energy is the source of creator. Nothing is real until we feel it. This is the gift of the merging of the Father and the Divine Feminine. F-E, feelings. F, feminine. F, female. F, flower. F, fixed. F, fertile. So, feminine, curves. Wands, masculine. So when you think of Father, you think of straight line action energy shooting out like a spirit, like a spear. That's spirit, that's Father, that's it's initiation, intention, it's getting, it's receiving from the source of creation itself, that inspiration, that thought, being able to get it. That's Mother. Mom catches it. So the matter part of you, the intuition part of you, the perception part of you, that energy is grabbed by Mother and it is formed into an image. We see with symbols and pictures first. That is how we see. And it's all done through the inner mind and inner eye. So we are the original television. We are the original telepathic ability. We are the original cellular communication. We are the original cell phones. We are the original internet, the Ethernet, because we connect through spirit. That's the Ethernet. That's our Father. So with that, Father is spirit. Mother is the matter, the receptive, the creator of all things is feminine. Everything is feminine in this construct because it's reflecting out of the feminine essence. And this, I believe, is why it's out of balance, because this creation was based upon a feminine only expression without the blessing and consent and cooperation of the Father. So that's why it was It was created in error, and that's why it has all of the polarity and the duality and the evil and all of these things. It's because a pure essence was brought down into darkness, and they used that essence to make copies of the original light essence to feed off of in the dark world of shadows. So we are the light in the land of shadows. So the feminine is Sophia, mother, wisdom, matter. Mother is matter. Mother is womb. All things come through the womb of matter, mother. So, but nothing can come through mother without the inspiration and the energy of father. So, Plutonic solids, the blueprints, they manifest as the elements: earth, air, fire, water, and ether. Transformers, they give us life. They give life to the machine. They form all through the spark. Metatron or deceptions, Decepticons. The prism or the prison, the overlay, the carbon copies of the trees of living souls, the soul trap. We are in the tesseract, the hypercube, the multidimensional. All cubes just define a time or a timeline. Magnetics, black holes, they store all the holograms. They suck energy and process energy, and they, through time or time cubes, Saturn is one of the harnessing elements of the energy. The cube is unnatural. It is restrictive. It bonds in geometric uniformity, creating the cage of carbon 666. 3 dimensions representing the human soul. Black hole is the yoni or the vagina. It is for rebirth in the matrix. Separation creates finite or parasitic consciousness because it is based upon entropy and lack of light, so it needs to feed on the light or it faces death. This is the splendor. No, this is the separation that we've experienced. So, while trapped in time, we've been held in captivity within the cube. We consented because we were tricked into the belief in this false reality and this false God construct of carbon copy imitators using the 666 polarity-based carbon structures. The world is a matrix based upon mirrors. The mirrors are simple reflections of the true source of which they came from, which is not physical, and it is not matter, and it is not based with polarity of this level. It is light, and light, the light is it's emanating instead of reflecting. So therefore it creates from its own self. It does not need to feed because it is constantly creating of its own through itself, needing no assistance from anything outside of itself. So where was I? Okay. So the carbon 666 world matrix is a trick. Remember that you're more than this matrix and you're more than this world. You are more than a carbon-based molecule. Your spirit and your soul is what animates this clay and what animates this world. So you are just a precious part of the life existing upon this plane. But you exist on other planes and other dimensions simultaneously at this moment we call now. So remember, we are much bigger than we know, and we are much more than we could even comprehend with this human construct mind you have to work with. You can't comprehend what you even are because it would make your brain explode. That's how big you are. And that is truth, because within one cell of your body contains the wisdom of the entire universe. And that's truth. So never ever put all of your faith in this reality or this existence. Know that you are here to change this reality and change this existence. And that's why you came in with a mission to change things and show that we can do good works. What do they say? You shall know them by their works. So do good works and show the world that we can transform this world into heaven on earth. If we put our minds to it, I know it can be done because it's a simple flip of polarity. We see this in the human body through spontaneous healing, placebo effects. It's the same thing. The earth has the same potential as we do. So with that, let's flip the script, flip the polarity, be the change you wish to see, be the frequency you wish to receive, and may soul be with you. Because when soul and spirit marry and work together, you've literally become the Christ. So I see so many of you doing it. Keep going and don't give up and keep working on yourself and listen to your intuition, listen to your guts, pay attention to your feeling center, because the feelings, that's the only thing that we have that's going to be superior to all the technology around us. We have intuition and we have feeling centers, and those are directly connected to source. And that is something that is a gift, a precious, precious gift. And if it wasn't so highly wanted or desired, none of this would be happening on our planet right now, because these people have been harnessing our power for so long that absolute control leads to absolute corruptibility. And this is what's happened to our system, is we've been feeding people in power instead of coming into our own power to support each other as a human race. And with that, we're now facing the chance of losing the human race. So it's time for us to come together and love each other and worship each other, because we are the light upon this planet. And when we come together, we make beautiful, beautiful, beautiful things. But we've never been taught to do this, and we've never really been allowed to do this. So I do think now it's time to come together and start focusing on things collectively as a group, like Wayne is discussing favor. If we all come together and we focus on favor and see all the different ways that favor can come into everybody else's life, into your life, into people you love, into their life, just see favor, see it over and over and over again. And I promise you guys, it will start to manifest in this world, because this is what we're here to do. So let's get out of the cube and let's get back on the spirals and start to travel and start to reconnect with that beautiful force that spins within us, that's connected to the heart, that gives us the ability to feel, know, and perceive, and dream, and imagine. And the ones who can really start to dream big and imagine bigger, you will be the ones changing this world. And with that, I can only say much gratitude. Thank you. So, and I have your back and I'm on your team. So we will work together and keep working together. So this was just a quick one after Wayne's show about what I saw with triangles coming together, creating new points of light, how this construct was manipulated and it was turned into a carbon-based matrix. And it's based upon false light and mirrors of reflection that are coming from our true higher selves. So you are the one creating your body. This vehicle that you are inhabiting right now is a master of your own creation. And you can change it anytime you want. So know that you have the power to do that too. So, and we are all changing all the time together. But like I said, guys, it looks like the golden serpent might be in the house. So this means get ready, because we can see things now that only happened at the times of Moses and the times of Christ. And ever since I was a little girl, I've been told over and over again, don't forget, you all came here to be like Jesus, which meant the Christ, and he was a healer. So that means there might be some really big healing getting ready to come in, and it's going to come through us, and it's going to come to us, through us, while we hold hands and work together as one. I love you all, and may all the favor of the universe fall upon you and everything you focus on and everything you love, and may soul be with us all. I love you. Have a great day. Talk soon. Bye-bye.